One of the most frustrating conditions we run into here at Summit Sports Chiropractic are rib dysfunctions. And if you've ever had a rib go out, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It can put your entire life on pause. Well, you can't breathe, you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't do anything until that pain calms down. You just can't move. And so most of the time for people, it feels like it came out of nowhere. I have no idea what happens. You know, sometimes it's a sudden unguarded movement like a cough or a sneeze that can sometimes cause the rib to go out. But most of the time, it just feels like it's out of nowhere. Well, the most common cause of rib dysfunction is biomechanical dysfunction, repetitive overuse, and improper patterns that are just below a threshold that cause pain until it causes pain, and then it affects the ribs, which kind of sends the whole body into this alarmed state. So oftentimes, we can get really significant and really rapid relief with chiropractic manipulation. It's kind of the leading standard for getting the abnormal motion that's going on between the rib and the vertebrae to calm down a little bit. Get that pain that you're experiencing with breathing to calm down, and get you back to feeling good quickly. Now, the big concern with that is we want to stay in what I've called the Goldilocks window. We don't want to treat too little and not get you the relief that you need, but we also don't want to treat too much, because at its root, it's a movement issue between the rib head articulation and the vertebrae. And so if there's movement too much in the wrong direction, and then we come in and we put too much movement in the opposite direction, it's still too much movement and the body can still react negatively. So we want to find this Goldilocks window. And oftentimes when we're working together, you'll hear me say something like, hey, we did a good amount of treatment today. I'm looking for 10 to 15, up to 25% improvement, but not a quick fix overnight. I don't want you to go home and keep doing the foam rolling, lacrosse balling, excess stretching, all of those kinds of things. I want to stay in this window, move the body gently, let it all calm down. If we go beyond that Goldilocks window, we run the risk of making this a lot worse for a lot longer. Now, once we've locked in that Goldilocks window, we've done the stretches, we're ramping back up into movement, we want to come back, take a look and see, why did this happen, right? It came out of nowhere. There's no explanation for it. Well, oftentimes there is something. You know, is it your respiratory pattern? Are there breathing dysfunctions that we need to address? Or maybe your shoulder blades are not moving appropriately. They're winging, they're protracting too early. We want to take a look and see, what is it that's at the root cause, making the rib move too much or move aberrantly, so that we can prevent this from happening again. So if you're noticing that you're having recurrent issues with your ribs are going out constantly, and they're just not moving the way that you want, your body is going into too much of a protective state, definitely come by, give us a call. Let's see if we can figure out what's causing this pain.